hurts.
Are we having fun yet?
The pain that I'm feeling right now is unheard of. Oh my God. So I don't know if you guys heard, but there are rumors about Atlanta Hawks wanting Derrick White, and we're definitely going to talk about that. Now, before we do, let me just do this really quick. I'm in a bad mood to do this. If you guys want to have a chance to the DeJounte Murray jersey City Edition, it was sent to me by a patron in which he said you can keep it or you can give it away, man. And I elected to give it away to my Patreon and YouTube members just to give back. And I know that they're kind of hard to find too, so I was like, I might as well give it out to you guys. So if you want a chance to enter, all you have to do is become a Patreon member or a YouTube member. So it's only $2 per month. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. So if you guys want to support in that way, please do. And yeah, we do monthly giveaways every month. So eventually, statistically, you'll eventually win, man. But anyways, just go ahead and talk about it. So our boy Derrick White. I've seen comments about this, and Atlanta Hawks fans are pretty excited, but I will be honest in saying that I'm not 100% excited, but I also understand it. I've said this before. I'm a Spurs fan first, okay? So when it comes to these players, while I love Derrick White, while he's my favorite player on the team, he's been my favorite player on the team for a while, I still have to sit back and say, you know what? I understand it. I get it. And I have to be unbiased because at the end of the day, I want my Spurs to be the best team they could possibly be. And, you know, every now and then that requires you to trade your favorite players. So it is what it is. So I saw this initially on the Discord. Please join the Discord, in which you guys sent this to me. Basically, Corrupt sent it to me and basically said, hey, man, check this out. There's quite a few things to talk about, but let's just key in on Derrick White right now. So I initially thought maybe there wasn't a lot of merit to it, but eventually, as all things, took up steam and ended up in a lot of places. So it's been on Bleacher Report, it's been on ESPN, Yahoo. So quite a few people are talking about it. So it seems like it really did happen. The Atlanta Hawks, at the very least, called and inquired about Derrick White. So initially, what I did is when I heard the news, I cried for a few hours, and then I went over to the salaries and I said, okay, is there any players on their team that I will want initially? Now, we all know that the San Antonio Spurs did want John Collins at some point, or at least inquired about him. Yeah, we know the Mavericks have as well, but I never cared to have John Collins. And looking at their team, look, Derrick White, I feel, some people might disagree with this, I feel like he's playing over his salary, so I don't think this is that bad. And I think everyone would agree that DeJounte Murray's playing over his salary. So good foresight from the Spurs on that one. But anyways, looking at their team, there's no one in particular I would really want. Like, we have Bogdan here, maybe. I think that will be a cool pickup. Other than that, everything else is just unrealistic. Like, there's no way you get a Trae Young. John Collins, I don't want a John Collins. Gallinari doesn't make a lot of sense for me. Clint Capella, possibly, especially if you move Jakob, which has been a few rumors on that. Okay, so maybe that would make sense. But just overall, there's nothing that just stands out to me where I get overly excited necessarily. You know, like anything that I think about as far as who they could give up, more than likely they probably just wouldn't. So with that being said, I did go over to their draft picks to see what they had, and I have to say, I convinced myself if they were to get rid of my boy Derrick White, I could deal with this if they did it for one of these, because their draft picks are crazy. They have a lot of draft picks. I did not know Atlanta Hawks had this many, but the ones that stand out the most obviously are these top two right here. They have a 2022 first round draft pick from Charlotte. And what does this entail? Well, they can have the 1 through 18 in 2022, 1 through 16 in 2023, 1 through 14 in 2024, and 1 through 14 in 2025. And after that, if none of those, land in those ranges, if they don't land in those ranges, then they will give up second rounders. But you don't have to worry about that. I mean, there's no way like Charlotte's going to be in that range. And then on top of it, the 2022 first round draft pick from Oklahoma City, in which that's the selections 1 through 14 in 2022. And if that doesn't work, then it's, the second round picks. So what I'm saying is, look, Brian Wright's done a really good job at getting us draft picks and also having enough room, enough cap space to do something big. So I have to just sit back and say kudos to him, because overall, this is crazy, guys. Like, DeJounte Murray, we're arguing whether or not he is an all-star, right? Right? And I think most of us would say, yeah, he should be an all-star. All right, so we have an all-star on our team, and he's only getting paid 15. We don't have one player getting paid more than $15 million, like slightly over it, but not one player being paid $16 million or more. That's impressive. That shows that we really had some type of foresight going forward. And even then, you have players playing well enough where you can kind of get something out of that. Jakob, it's kind of up in the air whether or not Jakob will stay. So after the next season. So yeah, you have something really good in him. He's playing over his contract. And then you have DeJounte Murray playing over his contract. And Derrick White, in my opinion, is playing over his contract. So we're in a really good position, okay? Thaddeus Young, more, I don't know if we'll ever be able to move him, but maybe you can package, I don't know. But overall, dude, I think that we're in a really great spot. And while I don't want to see my boy Derrick White leave, I mean, you guys know, even in the trailer, like literally the trailer that I made, it has me screaming out Derrick White's name, and I won't be getting rid of that. But yeah, so you know how much I love him, but I will be unbiased and saying, look, Spurs fan first, player fan second. I'm cool as long as our team as a whole is better. And isn't that really the Spurs way? That was corny. I'll get with you guys later, man. If you want to enter the giveaway, like I said, all you have to do is just become a Patreon YouTube member. And if you have any opinions about this, please leave it in the comments. But yeah, I'll get with you guys later, man. Until next time, deuces.